there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. How are you doing? Woo! We're going to cover that full moon, the second one that's happened in your sign. That's pretty exciting stuff. This has been kind of like a blue moon in your sign. So you started out on July 28th with an opportunity to really identify what it is that you were going to do and what you needed to release, to let go of, and now you're having the opportunity to really complete the process. So, my name is Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. We're going to cover that, and we're going to take a look at the energy going on for the week ahead, the 23rd through the 29th of August. And so, kind of just checking in and seeing how things are going. While I'm getting this card for you, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up, and it's the lifeblood of every YouTube channel out there. So if whenever you click on a video, just hit the thumbs up. I don't care who the creator is. It really makes a difference. And I appreciate it, and all YouTubers really appreciate it. So let's see what we have going on for you. You know, this is interesting. Nature, okay, so we're going to finish this week getting into Virgo season. Well, actually, we start this week getting into Virgo season. And then the moon finishes out in an earth sign. And so getting in connection with nature is a big theme this week that I'm noticing across all the signs. You're not the last sign. I'll let Spirit pick the order. But you have here nature. Ground yourself, find sanctuary in nature, connect with the elementals. And so taking time to get out in nature to really feel the energy of this moon. If you can be outside when the moon is full, so it happens at 8:02 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States on the 22nd. But even if you get out there on the 21st, any clear night that you have this week as it comes closer and closer to full, and really allow yourself to connect with that moon as it works through the last decade of Aquarius, and really feel the energy as it is growing, as it is culminating, because 29 degrees, we just have 30 degrees in a sign, and so it goes from 29 to 0. Like, there's 30 degrees, but 30 is like 0. So it is really the end of it. And it comes with beloved. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationships. Believe you are lovable. So that new moon that we had in between these two full moons in your sign was in your 7th house partnership, particularly if you're on Aquarius rising. And Leo is about knowing that you are valued, knowing what you are worth, understanding your value. And when you do that, then you attract in, you pull in somebody who also feels that way about themselves. And people who can love themselves are then in a position to love others in the way that is supportive and nurturing, and it is interdependent instead of codependent. And so this is beautiful energy for that. You have sensitivity. I'm actually going to read that one. Sensitivity to me feels like I feel like you're becoming very aware of the energies around you. And the moon would heighten your sensitivity to what you feel inside, what are the energies that are flowing out around you. So, I don't know if you could see, it's a little deer sleeping there in the light of the moon. Closer relationships and a step toward greater intimacy are indicated. Relationships may progress and move to another level, and you may find that you are yearning for more physical fulfillment in other areas of your life as well. Communication is key in receiving what it is you really want. Those working with spirit and spirituality will find greater clarity. This can be both positive and challenging, so be very sure to stay grounded. So it's really important to stay out in nature as much as possible, to get your feet in the ground, your hands in the dirt. It's the change of seasons where you're either putting the flower beds to sleep, or you're preparing the beds for growth. And so whatever hemisphere you're in, take advantage of this relatively good weather globally as far as being outside. Being outsideable to see what you can get. Let's get into the week and see what we have going on here. All right, so Aquarius. This is the patience moon. This is the full moon that promises things are coming. Things are coming in. Things are working toward where you want to go. So on Sunday, we have that full moon at 8:02 a.m. And then 41 minutes later, we get the moon moving into Pisces. And by the end of the day on Sunday, the sun is going to move into Virgo at 5:35 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is U.S. So make sure that you adjust for your time zone. But this energy right here, what this means is that we're moving from there's a need to ground, because Aquarius energy is loftier. It's the higher view. It's a higher perspective. It's a wider view. But it's about, bringing it down now, manifesting, pulling those ideas and those energies out of the ethers and grounding them by taking action and really feeling into it, what it is that you want. And so, Aquarius, you have to convey your meaning. All right, so moon into Pisces is going to oppose Mercury. Mercury rules Virgo, and it's in Virgo, and so and Mars also is there, and so Mars and Mercury are going to come into connection, and so there's this heart versus logic versus the gut kind of thing going on. But when you pick your values, Saturn that rules your sign is in your sign, and it is in trine with Venus, and Venus is about what you value. And in relationships, currently is where she rules what you value financially when she's in Taurus, but when she is in Libra, where she is now, it's about what you value in relationships. And so there's a need to communicate to others, where are your safe and healthy boundaries? What is it that you're looking for? And in order to do that, I really believe it starts with being able to communicate with yourself about exactly what it is that you want. What kind of a relationship, and then be the kind of partner that you want, because like attracts like. So if you're looking for someone who is nurturing and kind, then you're nurturing and kind. If you're looking for someone who is supportive, then you are supportive. Convey, be very clear about what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. So it says, reflect on the way you communicate with others and with yourself. Be sure to express your thoughts and feelings from your heart with respect and sincerity. And so with the moon in Pisces, there's this opportunity this is a very Aquarian kind of energy right here, right? Her head is not in the emotional waters, but she's very sensitive to them, very aware of them. And so this is the energy of the Pisces moon for you, is finding the balance and knowing what it is that you want, and then being able to express it to others so that you draw and attract into your life what it is that you're looking for. We are here to be joyful. We are here to be happy. We are here to create and manifest this for ourselves. And so when we're very clear about what it is we want, and we ask for what we want of the universe and of the people in our lives, the relationships in our lives, whether this is work, because relationships could be work, but it looks like romance, to be honest. When I see beloved, that just feels like romantic energy is possible for Aquarius at this time. And so, pay attention to your dreams. We're going to have the moon conjuncting Neptune on its way out of the sign. And when it does that, it's going to be opposing Mercury. And so pay attention to your dreams and the details of them, and so that you can communicate effectively what it is that you want. The moon is going to move into Aries at 2:57 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon, and this will be about how do you take those steps toward what brings the pleasure. Do something good for yourself. Find something enjoyable. It is in your third house of communication, and so this is a really great opportunity to communicate to yourself by doing something nice for yourself, or communicate to someone what it is that you would enjoy, and look for the beauty. And I really want you to take a look at this card for a second. What was the first thing you saw? Did you see the butterfly and the flowers? Or did you see the face? It is about a broader, higher perspective. perspectives shift and change. So finding the beauty in the now moment, finding the beauty in every opportunity that you can. And there's an, energy here to really support that and to let others know what it is that is important to you, and to listen, because communication requires a sender and a receiver. They're telling me. They're showing. So what is? So I took a communications class in college recently, and they just showed me the little diagram of the sender and the receiver. So it requires both aspects. You can't, you can talk all you want, but if nobody's listening, it doesn't matter, right? You're not. That's not communication. Interesting. All right. Okay, so here we have communication of Hermes. This is the message. And we have Iris, which is harmony. Okay. But you have Prometheus, which is the sacrifice. It's number 7, and 7 is about sacrifice. 7 is about a spiritual sacrifice. Let's just see what, so Prometheus is a rebel. Oh, Aquarius. Prometheus is a rebel, a hero, and a champion for humankind. When Zeus overthrew Kronos, which is Father Time, which is Capricorn energy, creating a new world order, which is Aquarian energy, he viewed humans as slaves. Prometheus, however, viewed humans as more. He stole fire from the heavens and gave it to humankind. The power to use and control fire meant freedom and power and independence for humans. The gift of fire brought light, warmth, and food. And then as a punishment, of course, Zeus had him hung upside down, and every day the eagles ate at his liver. So he sacrificed in order for the greater good. I don't think you're being asked to be hung upside down, have eagles peck at your liver. However, sometimes in order to do what's for the greater good, there is a need to release and let go of some kind of a control. So sacrifice for higher gain is at hand. On a deeper level, we already know this. The necessary sacrifice may be comfort, safety, pride, or a need for instant gratification in the form of money, attention, or approval. We must sacrifice the requests and desires of our egos for a higher cause and a greater gain. We may need to put ourselves in an uncomfortable position for a time in order to reach this higher goal, but the richness of this of living our truth and living with integrity will far outweigh any discomfort. To live this way is to be a true hero. So this is the card that came out in the cards that I came out to clarify it. We have the messenger, which is Hermes, which is the messenger of the gods. This is communication again. But this Iris, this harmony. Iris to me is like a spring flower that against all odds pops up, and it brings the intuition, right? It's that purple to me. Well, I guess they can come in other colors, but when I think of it as a way through intuition. She's Hera's personal messenger. So you have two messengers. Represented by the rainbow, Iris is linked between the gods and the humankind and the heaven and the earth. I think there's a need here to sacrifice what you thought you, Oh, it's a sacrifice of ego. Hold on. In order to invite in the relationship that you truly deserve, the one you really desire, there is a need to step back from always, maybe from a path you've chosen in the past. It is so hard when you are fixed sign in Aquarius and Taurus and Scorpio and Leo are all fixed sign. And right now, fixed signs are just getting hammered hard. There is a need to step back and be able to say, wow, I thought that was what I wanted, but that's not my path anymore. It served its purpose. I learned from it. I grew through it. And now I'm going to communicate to others. This is not the path I want anymore. And I think the sacrifice here, it feels more like a sacrifice of your ego. And you know, it's not wrong. Okay, you weren't wrong when you made the choice and the decision that you made. For the most part, most of you will not have been wrong. Aquarius thinks very hard and analyzes things. But the shift, moving into this Aquarian energy, there's a big shift everywhere, and people are releasing and letting go of places and spaces that they used to belong that don't fit anymore. Like shoes we've outgrown, or you just style changes, right? I mean, that dress in your closet still fits you, still looks good, but it's not who you are anymore. I mean, it's hard. I know. When I go through my closet and I'm like, oh man, I look so good in this. If I just lose X number of pounds, I'll be back in it, and I don't want to let it go. But the truth of the matter is, by the time I fit into it and it looks good, it will be so far out of style, it's not worth hanging on to. And I kind of feel that's where you're at. There's something that there's a need to release and let go of that you thought at the time, and you were probably right, was perfect, right? But now it doesn't fit anymore. And so look for the beauty in the now moment and allow yourself to bridge from the past to the present. Allow that to be a bridge of, so clouds and rain and the sun bring the rainbows, right? You have to have the rain, the storm. But these are both messengers, and these are messengers, I think, the bridge to me is like from heaven to earth and earth to heaven, right? And so your higher self is communicating with you the need to cross the bridge, the need to grow, to the opportunities there to grow, to expand, to reach higher, into what brings you the joy and the happiness and the beauty in your life and the pleasure and the joy. And so allowing yourself to sacrifice the need to let go of things that aren't working for you anymore. You had 2 full moons in your sign. That's a lot of power to release and let go of what no longer fits, what no longer serves. And allow yourself to grow and expand, to become something, the new version of yourself, the growth. We are not meant to be stagnant. We are not meant to be the same. We're here to grow and learn. And so in allowing that, and by allowing your own personal growth and allowing the personal growth of those around you, it benefits humankind. Whenever one person grows, it benefits everyone around them, even if it makes them uncomfortable. And it is uncomfortable. Okay, so one morning I heard this loud bang. Boom. Ow! What the? I come around the corner and I said to my son, I'm like, what's the matter? And he's like, I think I grew 3 inches last night. I'm like, you did not grow 3 inches last night. No, I really think I do. I stretched out in bed just like I do every morning, only this time I hit the wall. I'm like, dude, okay, look, we just measured you. It was like 5 days before. I'm like, come on, I'll show you. You did not grow 3 inches overnight. So he backs up to the wall, and I reach up there, and I mark it, and he steps away, and I'm like, holy crap, you grew 3 inches overnight. So maybe over the course of 5 days. But anyway, that's what this is like. It's like you've been growing, and you've been growing, and you've been growing, and you're just now noticing it. And so it's time to let go of what doesn't fit and celebrate that you're not at 1 degree of Aquarius, but you're at 29 degrees moving into the next cycle. It's a great thing, and congratulations. Okay, so, wow, this is going to be a long video, but you guys deserve it. It is the full moon in your sign. So, I've got to speed it up a little here. We got the moon moving into Taurus at 12:27 a.m. That squares you. That's in your house of home. I feel like I said that to somebody else. I might have had that wrong when I said it. That's in your house of home. I think I was talking to Scorpio, and it's in their house of partnership. I don't even know. Okay, so we have cooperation instead of competition around your home. What is yours, and no one can take it from you. There's no need to compete as there is an abundance for all. You have complete access to unlimited abundance for yourself and to share with others. With cooperation, partnership, you can accomplish anything. You are resilient. Working together, using that Aquarian energy and standing on the wisdom and the guidance and the knowledge that you have will allow you to reach, to reach higher, to have a higher perspective. So when I was pre-shuffling, you guys got the card that said, I choose to have a higher, wider perspective or something like that. But let's just see what comes out now. I can guide and lead others wisely with love, cooperation instead of competition. Communication, very clear communication. Allowing yourself to step into the leadership in the relationships that matter to you, whether they're at home, at work, in your family, in your friend circles, whatever it is. You can guide and lead using love, communicating from the heart. That seems to be the big message here, is to communicate from the heart what it is that you desire. And when you do that, others will be open and willing to communicate back from the heart, and that's how you're going to solve problems and move things forward. That is some pretty powerful stuff. Really powerful. So lots happening for you. This looks really good. I'm excited for you. I will be back next week, and we will take a look at the energy for the next week. And I will do monthlies, and they'll be coming out soon. So you guys take good care, and there will be a video coming out. I have some ideas. So I'll just put them all in a video, and you can check that out and see what works for you. You guys have a great full moon and a great week, and just connect with the heart space. All right, you guys take care. We'll talk soon.